I mean, what are the German people putting up with, and why are they putting up with it? Because she's responsible for destabilizing one of the most advanced nations on the planet.
And she stubbornly stings to it. You know, it clings to this open borders, and what was started out as refugees is now a migration invasion. And multiculturalism, which started out as keep your own communities, don't assimilate, has now become whole pockets of these countries, not just Germany, but the others, where they have their own schools, they have their own courts, they have their own cultures, and they're not mixing with the broader culture, and they can't get jobs, and it's just sort of feeds on itself, and it gets worse and worse and worse, to the point where the French intelligence chief, the equivalent of France's Homeland Security director, he said 2 weeks ago, he said he's worried about France being on the verge of civil war, that it will be the
We might point out France is next
terrorists.
door to Germany. There should be some linkage, one would think, those open borders that Angela Merkel and her fellow European Union members insist upon. They seem to be coordinating nothing, and certainly their internal mechanisms, as between France, as between Belgium and Germany, seem to be absolutely absent.
And what's happening is that their people are reacting to it. Their populations are saying, look, you're not going to protect us. We're going to get vigilante groups. We're going to go to the far-right extremists are now taking up arms as well, which is why it could be war against everybody, literally a civil war. Not just individual terrorist incidents here and there, but you would have a more organized conflict in the urban areas of these countries.
And meanwhile, as you say, it goes on. It is accelerating the frequency of these attacks in various countries, and seemingly without any coordinated response on the part of the West, and only Donald Trump is talking about what to do about it.
Yes.
Your thoughts on his speech last night, particularly as it pertains to terrorism?
I thought it was terrific, because he said what everybody's thinking and everybody's afraid to say, and that we don't have control of our borders, we haven't assimilated, and we have a law enforcement issue, we have a national security issue, and it's only getting worse. And political correctness is getting people killed. We're afraid to talk about it, and as a result, we're seeing more and more and more incidents like this, whether it's against the men in uniform, men and women in uniform, or against the soft civilian population.
Well, and last night, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the Sheriff of Maricopa County, standing up when he walked out on that stage, the entire convention broke into chants and applause. It was terrific to watch. KT McFarland, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Lou.
Have a great weekend.